the last 4 years of what's happened.
Prior to 4 years ago, we were pretty much using Malakin for small children and chloroquine for larger children, and had malaria reoccurring several times a year. It was not uncommon to have malaria breakouts 3 or 4 times a year, especially right after rainy season or at the end of dry season when the water sources were limited and what was there was very dirty, so we had a lot of problems with mosquitoes. We started Artemisinin 4 years ago in our home. Today, we give each child with active malaria 16 to 18 tablets, 1 a day for 16 or 18 days, and then they stop. There are no side effects that we can tell. Usually on the 3rd or 4th day, they start feeling better. There's always a lot of side effects with chloroquine. It makes you feel so bad. Sometimes the kids have bad dreams, or they feel like they want to vomit or something. We don't have any side effects with Artemisinin. And remarkably, anybody that's taken it for 16 to 18 days has not gotten malaria again. So we started this past year, using it in other congregations with people that I know. My cook that lives out in Gantier, who has malaria 3 or 4 times a year. In July, we gave her Artemisinin, and to date, she hasn't had a relapse. No malaria attacks again. So we're seeing some of the same results that we've been saying over the last 4 years of my children's home.
How many people total have you treated with Artemisinin?
Oh, I'd say probably about 35.
And what are the results from that in the 35 treatments?
I have not had anybody have a relapse of malaria again. Once they take it, malaria doesn't come back.
What's the relapse on the conventional?
3 or 4 malaria episodes a year prior to taking Artemisinin.
That's the average before treatment. And after treatment with conventional, do they get relapses every year?
Oh yeah. Anytime we have bad mosquitoes, pretty much can count on it.
So I have 35 treatments. You've never had a recurrence.
Haven't had a recurrence yet.
And all the conventional treatments, you would have recurrences.
Yes, sir.
On almost all of them.
Almost all.
And that would occur within how many months of treatment?
It usually depended on the rainy seasons.
What are the rainy seasons here?
We get a lot of malaria in December, January, February, March, and April. It's very dry in the summer, so late, like July, August, we usually have some people with malaria then. There's just not a lot of water laying around.
Now, 4 years ago, you had how many, just estimate how many cases did you have 4 years ago that you followed for 4 years? Is that hard to? And how many 3 years ago that you followed for 3 years?
4 years ago, we had probably about 12 different cases the first year. We had a lot. And then the next year, maybe 4.
Just killing time.
The 3rd year, maybe, and part of that is because we got 6 new babies. So when they started getting malaria, of course, we had to treat them again. I'd say that year we probably did 6 or 7 that next year.
These were all treated with Artemisinin, the babies?
Yeah, I just took the capsules and cut a capsule into 4 different doses, and each capsule was 4 days.
These are powders, so they're easy to...
We did it with Micah, and he was tiny, and it worked really good, so I did it with the other kids, and we haven't had any relapses.
So all of the kids have had malaria?
Everybody's had malaria.
Have you had malaria?
many times before I took this medicine. I haven't had malaria in 2 years.
Would you recommend artemisinin as a prophylactic?
Most definitely.
Because Jason he has a rough time taking conventional. He has nightmares.
I've been giving it to some people when they come down to take it as a prophylactic because people don't do good with chloroquine. So I've been giving it to Americans.